Hey, what's up, crypto miners out there? Thanks for joining me. This is Austin Angler, and thank you everybody else joining my channel just to see what I'm up to right now. And I am up to rebuilding a mining rig, and currently just unlocked this 3060 graphics card to make me close to just under $5 a day with Bitcoin. That is off of a graphics card that cost me $500, and that is a 3060. It's a RTX 3060 made by nvidia. That's the only one that I currently have hooked up, but you see a couple more back there that I do plan to hook up to my mining rig. I got to get into this mining video because of the fact that this is how I originally, there it is, $5 a day. This is originally how I got the capital to start my business. I basically am in love with cryptocurrencies. I think they're here to stay, especially after the second surge of the prices. You know, prices and adoption basically drive everything in our world. You know, money and how many people use that money. And so now that we've had a second surge, it doesn't look like cryptocurrencies are going away. Now, recently, I had to realize, wow, I started in this industry. It made me, my money to get involved into another industry, but I need not forget where I got started. And when I plugged in my old computer, it was making me money. So I started getting some of these graphics cards together. Now, remember, guys, the original case of when I started to make my money in Bitcoin was I bought a bunch of miners from Bitmain, and I resold them on eBay at the peak prices right there before the crash, when Bitcoin was like $20,000 a coin right there, and into 2017 I had sold all the miners, and like I said, it got me the capital for this. Well, you can do the same thing now if you run into your a micro center near you and you find out when they're gonna have these in stocks. You get buddy with one of the associates, and you might have them text you or something like that when a stock supply comes in, because right now you can pick up each one of these graphics cards. Those are 3070s over there. That's an AMD, little different brand. There's the boxes right there, but they all are basically graphics cards for gamers. But when they are working for our lovely mining, they are solving the algorithms basically that verify all the transactions that go through. So we are creating our own bank. We're being Visa and MasterCard when we set these type of things up. So why am I resetting this up? Why am I talking about this? What happened today for me to finally figure out how to fix this hack? I had a couple different issues. I went through, there was quite a few problems that different people had of unlocking their 3060. And what happened is yesterday a gentleman started posting, and his name was Brandon Coin, started posting and had a Discord chat that someone, a part of the developer team at NVIDIA, had actually released this driver on NVIDIA's developer website that you could, it would remove the lock on the hash rate, making it only half as profitable. Remember, guys, we're all about profits. Whether you're watching this for my grows or cryptos, we're all about taking care of the world, but also we got to make a little bit of money too, and I always try to share that knowledge so that you guys all have the same exact chance. It's power information too. So when I talk about unlocking this, I had errors to start. The errors that I ran into were only solvable when I finally went into the BIOS and changed the BIOS PCIe 16 slot which is the one that is sitting in right now, that slot right there, I had to change that to, it was auto reading Gen 1, and I had to change it to Gen 3. If you have an older motherboard, this is an older motherboard. This is the Mining Expert. I plan to hook up eventually once it's going to take me a while to find those graphics cards at MSRP. I've already got a few, but like I said, you limit one per person at Micro Center. It can take a while to get 10 of those. So when I finally pulled up this motherboard, it had shown that this riser slot that this is on was on Gen 1, and well, we know that this is a Gen 3 graphics card, so I had to just switch that. Luckily, I had already done the update for the motherboard and the BIOS system there, so it actually was able to pull up Gen 3, because back when this motherboard, this is the Mining Expert, this is 3 years old, it still works great with the new updates, but it was developed on the back when the 1070s and the RX 580s were the king and queen of the market, which now they're still powerhouses, but they do take a lot of power, and they're older. Now, what happened, some people, you do notice that some people do have a problem with the HDMI. You do have to have that plugged in for the 3060 to get double the hash rate. This is a really weird hack that basically, it's a developer hack that some developer opened up the system somehow. I'm not, that's beyond my spectrum of computers knowledge, but you're only able to use one card at this time. There might be more information when you're watching this video later on, but you're only allowed to have one 3060 plugged in to the PCI 16 slot. It has to be that slot, and it has to have the HDMI plugged in, a monitor to that, or a dummy plug. You can look up dummy plugs. They're like $4 if you don't have a HDMI cord to plug into the monitor. But it's as simple as literally taking that plug, plugging it into the other slot, because I'm sure you have more than one HDMI portals on your TV. So just plug it into another one, and then there you go. There's your other monitor. Now, let's see, what other things did I run through? I went through the DDU drive uninstaller. Some people said that was the some people said that was the issue, that they had just fragments of the the other drivers still on their system that they had to get rid of. So that's called a DDU uninstaller. I actually did that myself. You can see that's that DDU version 18.03. So I used that, and we are getting 49.26 mega hashes off of a 3060 RTX 3060. So currently now making us $5.09 worth of Bitcoin here per day, which is really good for literally a tiny $500 graphics card, and I think the power consumption on it is extremely low. I haven't even messed with it really, and we're getting about 160 watts on power. So what a beast now that it's been unlocked. So if you guys go out there shopping for more graphics cards, the 3070s are my favorites. Those are those three actually right there on the right there. Those are 3070s. Those are my favorite. The 3060 Ti are very good for mining, but I don't think mining's going away. So I think that this is a pretty safe bet. When you purchase this stuff too, remember the break even is probably about 150 days, we'll say, with the cost of the CPU, the motherboard, the power supplies, and everything else. But the greatest part is that this is all resellable. I literally have old cards that are 3-4 years old, and I can go into the aftermarket today and resell them for the same price that I paid for them back then, which is crazy with electronics. But now I do have to say, this what nvidia just tried to do with the 3060 and limiting the hash rate on all of them is a little bit dirty, which means that they are trying to they're trying to also be in the good graces of gamers, because that's originally what they started their business in. But I think we can see more of that coming, a little bit of a fight back against miners hogging up all these cards. But right now it is a great opportunity if you want to make some money to go out, find some of these cards, either start mining with them, or you need to start or just resell them. Like I said, I got started, my whole entire business got started because I went out, I bought 20 Bitmain miners, and I resold them for about 4 times the profits, and never even mined on them, and got the capital to start my business. Now I have the capital to get back into the business that originally got me started. So I hope that is a little bit inspirational for all of you that watch my Grow channel and my cryptos. And I'm gonna keep doing some of these crypto updates here as I got to. This is what started it all. So thanks everyone for watching. Hit that like and that thumbs up and that subscribe button if you haven't already. Take care.